Hello everyone, my name is Izumi, and today we are streaming Fallen Stars SMP. I believe this is part 6. I think that's what I put in the title. It's either 5 or 6. I'm pretty sure this is part 6 though. Let's go ahead and get into it. And yeah, let's get into the character. Hi Mariah! I want to say that really quick before I get fully into character. Okay, anyways. I'm a little hungry. I've been working all day here, and genuinely, I think it's fine if I sneak a little bit of food. I mean, I'll take it out of my paycheck if I need to, you know? Let's get some cherry pie. I organized my inventory and stuff too. So now I only have like my necessities and stuff. I left all the rest of my stuff at my new base that I've been upgrading, which is I'm like really excited that I finally have that upgraded. Sorry, is the volume of the sound effects too loud? Let me. Okay, I think that's better now. Okay. Is that better? Or is that way too loud still? Okay, there we go. That should be good now. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, anyways. Let's see. I'm supposed to take inventory before I leave. Let's see. I'm sorry that I scared you. I probably did it again. I'm sorry. Okay. The goddesses and Historia's past. We got this special shipment in like yesterday, and I already read it, and it's really interesting. I don't understand why it wasn't in the library before, if I'm being completely honest. I think it might have been because maybe they didn't want us to know the whole history. I still don't know everything though. I have no clue what happened during the war between the vampire deal and Juniper Valley, and I have no idea what any of the stuff revolving around him. I think his name is... I just learned it when the books came in. Let's see. I believe it's in this one. No. It's not in this book. It must have been somewhere else. Did I misplace it? Where could it have gone? There's no way I lost it. Did someone check it out? Oh, I'll check the book return. Let's see. Excuse me. Okay. Nothing. Strange. Excuse me. That's quite rude of you. There we go. It'll heal. I've gotten a lot quicker, and I'm a lot faster than a lot of the other people here, and I think it's because I went training. It must be because I'm part cat that when I train, I really easily get fast. I'll have to write that down in my journal. I've been kind of keeping track of everything I've been learning about the different races and stuff in my journals, and hopefully I didn't misplace those too. One more pie won't hurt anyone. Let's do shepherd's pie. I'll take it out of my paycheck. Oop, there was an echo. That was my bad. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay. I'm really quickly posting the stream to the Discord server because I forgot to do that earlier. I'm sorry. Okay. There we go. Okay. The skeletons are rude. Anyways. Back into character. Okay. I'm wondering why I misplaced that book. I don't know. There's no way it was in here. Where did it was right here. There was Historia's past, there was the goddesses, and then there was the vampire war. I don't understand what happened. That someone must have checked it out. I don't know how they would check out all 16 copies, but I purposefully got more copies so that I wouldn't have to worry about running out of books about such an important topic. And God, did I seriously lose them already? Strange. Glad it's morning now. Looks like, I'm assuming... Whose house is that, actually? I'm not sure whose house that is. Oh, Jackie's house. Looks like they've been doing some gardening. Very nice. It's weird. Since we've showed up, this place just seems a lot more alive. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. Maybe it's... Did I get shot with another arrow? Seriously? Where are they? Hello? Ridiculous. The skeletons have actually been quite rude. I also learned the actual definitions of the different monsters. So, the zombie-like creatures they call the undead. And as for the others, they called them skinned undead for skeletons. And then, the explodey guys are explosives. Hi, it's Clack. Welcome to the stream. Did someone walk by the window?
Let's enter.
I might grab myself a smoothie, maybe. Maybe a donut. I don't know, man. Naoma. Hi.
Hey, Izumi.
How can I help you? I work here now.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you had any information on anything about this place. There's only so much I can guess on my own.
Yeah, no, you're actually in luck. So there's a village, the kingdom of something that's like really far away from here, but they have a lot more information about Historia than Juniper Valley does. It's quite the small town, if you haven't already noticed that.
Oh.
But I actually had some books come in yesterday. So...
Oh, really?
One of which I think I might have misplaced. But I have two. I have Historia's past, and I have all about the goddesses, which I feel like the goddesses is quite important for us to learn about because they're the ones that plucked us from Earth and plopped us on this planet.
Yeah,
so
summoners.
Yeah.
No, that's weird. Why would a goddess need to summon humans?
From what I've collected, it seems like because we're quote-unquote, like, pure of heart or something, they think that we can inherit abilities that normal humans here can't, and the goddesses aren't allowed to interfere. So, like, this is them interfering without interfering, basically, is what I've taken from the whole situation based on my research. I
don't know what that has to say about this world's residents, or not.
Yeah, the book that I misplaced, it it was actually about a war that happened like 100 years ago. Uh,
A war?
yeah, it's when the Vampire King first got in power.
I see.
A bunch of world leaders went missing. Like, I'm pretty sure the kingdom that I was just speaking of, its leader at the time went missing right after the king got, like, put in power. And so,
Yeah.
basically, all the most powerful leaders went missing, and no one knows why. So, the
Yeah,
only
that
one
is
powerful
suspicious.
enough to stop the Vampire King is the goddesses now. But they can't, because that would be basically fiddling with human life and taking away free will.
That's
It's
that's the
confusing.
same thing as bringing us here, if you really think about it.
Yeah, we didn't really have any free will in this entire thing. I don't know if they just care about historians more than they care about Earthlings, but
Yeah, and let's be honest, rules are meant to be broken, at least in situations like this.
I
You'd think they'd
yeah.
step up and be like, hey, stop it. Or, I don't know.
Yeah, scare a little bit of, authority into them. But the books
Yeah.
I do have, there was only one copy of the other book, and so someone might have it checked out or something. But there's multiple copies of these books. For
Yeah, that's
Historia's
fine.
past, so their time system works different here. So they use
Oh.
AGB and HB. So HB means Historia's beginning, and that was like 2 million years long. During that time period, it was literally only Historia, the goddess race, and animals, which I find really interesting that they decided to mix it up and add other races, and they added so many of them right afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, I can see why they didn't get along.
Yeah, HGB means after the goddess's breath, so that means like when the new breath of life was breathed into Historia, making all the sentient beings that, we have today. First was elves and fairies, because they balanced each other out. One race were the fighters, aka the elves, and then the others were the healers, the fairies. They also were very connected to nature and animals, so they were the most like, they didn't mess with the world that Historia was before. Those were created by Nephlin.
Niflin?
I assume it's Nephlin. It could be Niflin for all I know. I've been pronouncing it Nephlin. It kind
That
of
seems
looks.
like Niflin.
It kind of looks like Earth's like Norse names, and so I assume it's Nephlin. That's one of the
Yeah.
goddesses we'll learn about in the other book. Next they made were the crosslings, because they were an animal and elven hybrid. Those were created by Nivea, or Nivea. Then humans, then mushroom nymphs created by Nemzi, and then the witches, then dwarves, and lastly vampires created by Natma. So vampires are the newest race to exist on this world.
Oh, and it seems like they've already done well for themselves.
Yeah, no one knows when the
Not in the
monsters were
best way,
created,
but
which makes me quite uneased by their existence, to say the least.
I don't know. They could be like an enigma. That
Fair.
happened after everything else was created.
That's that's
This
fair.
place is magical, so
Yeah, true. Uh, as they
you
get
can't stop
like,
everything.
yeah, as they like get like further and further along, like the what type of race was created next, it gets further and further away from living harmoniously with nature, which I find quite interesting, and I'd like to figure out why.
Yeah, it seems a bit strange that they call us here to bring back harmony, yet what they created, you know,
They were the ones to break it.
caused. Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know, Earth, we have our issues, and I
Yeah.
mean, it's not a perfect place, but at the very least, we don't call upon people to fix our wars or issues, and yeah, it's just we solve our own issues. Why can't these people do the same? I don't understand.
Apparently, in the book that I can't find, and so you're just gonna have to hopefully take my word for it. In the other book, it says basically that they tried through war, but a lot of people died, and so they are too scared to pick another fight, and so they've just kind of been letting the vampires win. Which is quite depressing, if you ask me. And I hope we can help, genuinely, because I wouldn't wish this reality upon anyone.
I mean, it's. I don't mind helping. That's not the issue. It's more of just the circumstances that we were put in without,
Yeah.
even being aware of until it happened.
Yeah, no, I fully understand where you're coming from. Well, if you want to know about the jackasses that plopped us here, there's also the goddesses book we have.
Ah, these ones.
So Nevia is the goddess of winter. She's apparently very mischievous but kind. And she kind of embodies kind of the icy cold winter in her looks. And they watch over the snowy mountains that are in the outskirts of Juniper Valley. And she's the daughter of Romsey. So Romsey is the mother of Nivea, Nemzi, Natama, and Nephlin. So all the ones that made all the races, they're the daughters of Romsey. So I'm
She
assuming.
likes the letter N, I suppose.
Apparently.
They're...
There's definitely
Yeah.
a theme with their names.
Yeah.
Which, as you examine further, you'll see Nemzi's the goddess of summer, Nephlin's the goddess of spring, and Natama's the goddess of autumn. So,
I see.
Romsey is the goddess of the elements, so that's why each of her daughters was assigned to a certain season, because they balanced out the fact that she could so easily sway the seasons with her powers. So they keep everything basically working harmoniously when it comes to why the seasons change and how fast they change.
I see.
So, Elstoria, I believe is how you pronounce their name, is the goddess of night or the moon. And then there's also Mise, the goddess of day. So there's basically the sun, the moon, the seasons, and the elements. And it's weird, because coming into this world, if I wouldn't have had a giant voice from the sky yelling at me, telling me it's a goddess, I wouldn't believe in their religion. It seems nothing more than a, fixed mythology in the world, but it's real, and it's the fact that everyone harmoniously on the entire world believes in the same thing that is really strange to me. But I guess if it's real and they have a lot of proof for it being real, it makes sense that everyone would believe the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, having a disembodied voice talk to you is kind of proof enough that there's something different about this place.
That's a fair assessment. But yeah, no.
Not everything has to make sense. I mean, we have tails and ears, so
that's also true.
Not that far of a stretch.
Yeah. Is there any other questions you may have? Because although I might not have the books for it in stock currently, I've done, I've basically been researching the entire time we've been here. And then the moment I got a job, I got paid to research all day. So.
I see. Well, it's quite the nice place you've landed in.
Yeah, I quite enjoy it. It's also made it where I don't have to worry about the little things like food and stuff anymore. And there are like 3 other librarians, so I only have to come every couple days because no one really steals from the library, so they can just
Yeah,
have
I
people
mean,
pop in and out.
it wouldn't make sense to steal a book when you can just read it in here, you know?
Exactly. The entire deal is open, and then you can like rent it for like an emerald, and you can keep it for like a week. And so, or you can buy it for like 5 emeralds. So it's like a bookstore library hybrid, and they're
Wait, there's
constantly getting
currency? Yeah,
more and more books. Like every single day, we get shipments in.
I see. I almost forgot there was currency. I don't know. I've been living on my own for quite the minute, you know.
Yeah. How is it out there, by the way? I saw you were building, you built the little, like, the fishing dock area, and that's really, really cute. I have a view of it from my house, actually.
Yeah, I saw that you were building on that island, like across from me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's nice, I suppose. It gives me a lot of time to think, whether that be a good or bad thing, depending on what thoughts come into mind. But yeah, it's quiet.
Well, anytime you want to come into town or come over to my house, I mean, we're practically neighbors, so you're more than welcome.
Yeah.
It, is everything okay?
Um, I don't know. It's just ever since I got here, I've I don't know. Like, you know how you go into shock after, the like culture shock or after you get on like a roller coaster ride or something like that.
Yeah.
Um it's sort of like that, but usually that feeling subsides over time. But I just can't help but continue feeling that way. That's why I've been on my own for a while. It makes me nervous to even come here. You know?
Yeah, no, I get it. And we actually, I really should have told you about this sooner. Someone else
What?
came from Earth.
Wait, someone else?
Yeah, I was just as shocked as I'm assuming you are. Their name's Molly. I think they might have been stuck in, like, what I've been calling the realm between realms for like 2 weeks.
So, limbo?
Apparently, they were in like a coma.
That's scary.
They were just passed out in the gazebo that we, like, came here in. The little goddess sanctuary deal.
I see.
I helped them kind of get a grasp of the world, introduced them to like Willard, and uh, went and got some resources with them, and let them stay at my house for a little bit. And they're very nice. They they're half cow. They're a cow crossling, I guess. Which is quite the predicament because they used to be a farmer. So
Ah,
yeah,
that's a little awkward.
yeah,
It kind of makes me glad that I'm an omnivore, I guess, crossed with an omnivore
yeah.
and not prey.
Yeah, no,
So,
but oh god, she was in major shock at first. She didn't understand what was happening. She just wanted to go back with, I think, her dad, she was saying, and she basically, like, re- basically responded how we all responded, in shock and not,
terror.
yeah, a little bit of terror and not understanding exactly why us, you know? And
Yeah.
I mean, it's only been like 2 weeks, maybe 3 at this point, and I live streaming. Sorry about that. Okay. We've only been here for like 2-3 weeks, and I mean, it's still sinking in everything we've been going through.
Yeah. Oh. Do you happen to know anything about this, like, red dust stuff?
Red you mean like red sand?
Yeah, you
What is
you can mine it, right?
what
And you, like, place it down.
what is that?
Right? It's wait, it gets even better. Like, I can make a torch. It gives off light, but it also gives off energy.
It's glowing.
I know. And if you walk on it, it doesn't hurt you. So it's
What?
kind of like electricity, but it isn't.
Wait, did you just figure out a way for us to like have the luxuries of Earth while we're in this hellhole?
I might have. I'm gonna investigate it more, but this is actually getting me really excited. I don't know why, but
well, whatever you find out, please tell me.
Imagine if we could have lights that. Oh.
This would be revolutionary. I don't see a lot of this around. I don't think it's a very common, attribute used on this world.
Yeah, I mean, I assume people have seen it before. It's quite easy to
yeah.
find when you get deeper, but
Is it that like glowing red stuff in the mines?
yeah, if you like hit it, it glows. And when I found it, I was just like, huh, that's a little strange. Maybe it can store energy, like kinetic energy, or pass it on.
Well, whatever you find out, tell me, because I'm very curious now. Quite the find.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what I can do with it.
Totally. That might make us be able to have automatic doors and lights that don't require a flame.
Yeah, imagine a light that you can just switch on and off rather than have to blow out.
Oh, that'd be so nice.
It's pleasant, having candles and stuff, but at the same time, I kind of
imagine closing. Imagine closing this place. I have to go to every single lantern and manually turn it off.
Yeah, but instead you can have like a system where you just flick one switch and it's off.
Oh my god. I forgot how nice that was. I forgot how nice it was just having a light switch.
Yeah. The little things we take for granted, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh, plumbing. That was also a nice thing.
Plumbing?
Plumbing.
What's plumbing?
What part of Earth did you come from? Exactly.
Oh, wait, I'm remembering. It's like sinks.
Yes, running water. Really easily running water and a toilet.
Yeah, how does that work? Do you have to bring a bucket?
There's normally holes somewhere. With water, like a well, and I just kind of...
it doesn't... It doesn't turn on, I see.
Yeah. It's... The faucet's just...
No matter how many things I place in front of it.
Yeah, no. No matter how many pumpkins you throw at it, it won't turn on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I use a bucket, and then that makes the water cycle through so I can have running water.
I see. Oh, speaking of pumpkins. Have you figured out like circumstances like us? Like you said, were you a cat?
Yes, I believe tail. I'm a cat. I tuck away my tail. I'm a little self-conscious about it, to be completely honest.
Yeah, Mine just hides sometimes, especially in the face of pumpkins. Those are scary.
Those are very
But
scary. It just goes inverted.
yeah. um. So like, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm a fox.
I
I
would
mean,
believe
the tail
so.
is kind of obvious,
Yeah,
unless I was a wolf, but
your
it
ears
doesn't
are
really
similar to
seem.
mine. They have a little bit more fur on them, which makes me think that you're probably some sort of fox variety. Something close to that at least. I'll probably write you
Yeah.
down as a fox crossling though. I've been kind of taking notes of what the special abilities of each of the crosslings are because for me, one day of training, and now I have enhanced speeds. And the first day,
Wait.
Svana pointed out to me that I have really good hearing.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. I hear a lot of things. I can hear whatever's walking out there right now.
Yeah.
Um. Oh, wait. If you're taking notes,
Yes.
I like fruit, and I also have the urge to kill chickens whenever I'm around them. I don't know why. I'm
S-
assuming it's a fox thing because it doesn't seem normal.
Uh, I would assume for you it's
I'd
a
write that
fox
down.
thing. Um, I would assume for you it's a fox thing. I do find it quite strange. Molly, the girl that came here the other day, she also hates chickens, but apparently she got pecked by
I
a
mean,
lot when she was a kid on the farm, and so she literally will kill them if she sees them.
it's not that I hate them. I actually think they're kind of funny to look at, but I don't know. It's just a urge, I guess.
It's your hunting urge, I assume.
I guess. I mean, I don't do it that often. Usually only when I'm tired, but
Fair.
yeah.
I've yet to see a bird, but I feel like that would definitely my cat side would come out, and I'm a little scared
Yeah.
of that.
Also, I might be nocturnal, but that also might uh speak about like, my sleeping habits before I got here.
That's
Not entirely sure.
fair. Was there a time change? I was taken from my apartment at like midnight, and then when we got here it was morning.
I mean, you said that one girl that came here just, you know, recently. She was stuck in a little area.
True.
That or, this is a different world, so the time is probably different.
Yeah, I'm also curious if I'm hoping that I'm right about this. I'm curious if time on Earth moves differently than time here, as in no
Hmm.
time has passed since we left on Earth. Because I don't see. I have a little sister, and she kind of needs me. So
No, that's unfortunate if.
yeah.
Hmm.
She has others, but like she's my buddy, and I just hope everything's okay.
Yeah, I hope so too. You see, this is why I kind of hate this. I don't know what I'm missing out on, and if I'm missing out on anything at all, and you're here, and I feel like it's worse for you because you know what you have to go back to, and and you were just brought here without any warning. I can't
Yeah.
imagine if time is moving normally and everyone that we knew or loved or cared about are just moving on without us.
Yeah. Um.
Are you okay? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
Yeah.
get
No.
into that too much. It's just,
You're completely right. It's hard knowing all that, and I think that's one of the reasons I've left researching so much. Because if we know more, then maybe we can get home sooner.
yeah,
Anyways, I mean, nothing's gonna get better if we just sit around and talk about how much we miss home. Because The sooner we defeat the Vampire King, the sooner we can get home. So the more we know about him, the quicker this will all be over.
I suppose, but is that really the right thing to do? I mean, we have history books and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But who's to say that that's not biased? Or,
That's fair.
you know,
I mean,
it just makes things so much more complicated.
I mean,
I hate this.
eventually we'll have to go down to the Vampire City, and I guess we'll get a first look at how he treats his people.
I hope. I just. I don't think I would be able to bring myself to do something like that, though.
It'll take time, and I'm not going to rush you to do anything you don't want to do.
Thank you.
That's the least I can do. I mean, we're in this together, aren't we?
Yeah. Together.
Never feel like being stuck here is just a you problem, because
I know, it's something we're all dealing with.
we're all dealing with it, and in that regard, you can talk to any of us about it. I know that can be hard, though, so I'm the type to kind of just focus on the positive and move on, so I'm not one to talk.
I see.
But
Thanks for the offer.
yeah, as I said earlier, too, anytime you're lonely or you just need to get out of your little foxhole, you are more than welcome to come over to my place. It's still being built, but I mean, there's a couch and there's some bookshelves and there's a little kitchen.
I see. Sorry. Can we walk over here?
Yeah. What's bothering you?
It. You know how I died that one time? Like, the first time?
Yeah, that kind of scared the shit out of all of us.
It scared the shit out of me!
I would assume so! You exploded!
Yeah, one of them's out there.
Oh, one of the explodey guys?
Yeah, one of the exploding guys. I call it my nemesis.
I've been calling them
like it.
explosives. The world doesn't really have a
mean-
definitive, like, name for them.
That's kind of a on the nose name.
Okay, listen, buddy. I mean, do you want to get killed by them or not? Okay.
I mean, I don't think
they
naming.
left.
I see it.
Oh, you see it?
No. I killed it.
Oh, good job working through your fears. I still hate spiders, though.
They're not that bad.
They're
Now, when
giant.
we have things that can explode you.
That's
I mean, at the very least, spiders here don't poison you. At least, I hope so.
there's two so 2 out of the however many monsters we've come across in this world, 2 of them I can't figure out what their weakness is, and besides obviously stabbing them to death, and that being the explosives and the giant spiders, because the undead and the little skeleton guys, they burn in the sun. So those, we know that they don't like light, and that fire and the sun burns them alive. So, like, that's like, okay, cool. We can just wait it out till daytime. But I've seen the spiders in the daytime too, but they don't attack. And I don't know, man. I'm just trying to figure out how everything works. Because if we can figure out how everything works, then maybe we can figure out why it works that way, and then we can stop it if we can.
Have you? I don't know. This is something I've sorta seen because I've done like a little bit of traveling around, and I found these types of books. I don't know what they are. Their language is mostly kind of strange. It's
Hmm.
it's not from here or like from the signs that I've seen, um,
Hmm.
or anything
Interesting.
like we know. But uh, there is text on top of them that show like weird names, like piercing or something like that, and they glow. It's
Huh.
weird. Maybe we should look into that.
Yeah, definitely. It might be hooked to like the goddesses, maybe? It's the only like logical way I could see it connected to one of the pre-existing things on this world.
Yeah, more magic
Hmm.
uh, stuff.
That are witches, if in that regard, then.
Witches. Hmm. I didn't really think about that.
Yeah,
Do we
I
have any?
there's okay, so I found a bunch of like tea plants and a book. Can you come back with me to my house? There's actually something I would actually
Oh,
like to show you.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Well, we've been
It
talking for a while.
it's yeah. uh
Oh, yeah, you're faster.
sorry. If I need to slow down, let me know.
No, it's fine.
But
Let's keep up by running.
I found a bunch of tea leaves, but in the dirt underneath, like where the tea leaves were planted, oh god, there's zombies. Okay.
That's more of them. Up, up
Oh,
behind you.
sorry. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that.
Oh, they insist on trying to kill us.
Uh
Oh,
oh, there's a skeleton. I was trying to figure out where they were. Okay. There we go. Underneath the tea leaf like plants, I saw a book buried in the ground, and I think it might mean that there's like a magic system in this world. I'm assuming it's like witchcraft, or the equivalent, at least like on
really?
Earth, to what we would call witchcraft. But I also did some talking to Willard afterwards and asked him, like, hey, like, what are all the species that you know of? And he started listing them off. And one of them was witches. And so I'm thinking anyone can study witchcraft, regardless of if you
Really?
were born into like a witch race or not. I'm assuming they're probably easily, better at it than other races because they're born with magic. But it kind of seems like I might be able to study and make healing magic.
Really? Ow.
Which, if that's the case, then that'll be really handy for when we go into any sort of fight if we're not able to talk our way out of it with the Vampire King.
I see. Well, yeah, that would be quite useful. And how long has he been alive? Hundreds of years? Like, vampires don't
Uh,
die, right?
yeah, well, 100 years ago was the battle when he first got, like, deemed as the ruler. So he's at least 100 years old. He's probably more like 300, if I'm assuming.
Oh, it's quite nice in here.
Thank you.
Very homey.
I've been trying to fix it up more and more as the days go on. So I made this, which is a mortar and pestle, and I can basically like I can grind up different herbs and stuff, and I can use them in the teas to make them like healing factors and stuff. This is the book I found though. It's a basic arcana.
Oh,
And there's only one chapter, but it talks about spells, which, I mean, hey, if we can learn spells, I feel like we stand much bigger chance against the vampires.
whoa.
Yeah.
Fast forward spell. Summon bees. Zephyr spell. That's Zephyr. Huh.
I'm assuming we need something to conduct the magic, though, because, I mean, I've kind of been trying, and
Hmm.
I can't really do anything without, like, a wand of some sort. but I don't know how to make one, so I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
I have a lot of stuff, and I've been working on a lot of things. Maybe you can come by sometime, and we can sort of figure that out.
Definitely. That sounds good. I mean, hey, if I start learning more about magic, I can teach you the basics too, so you can protect yourself better if we do end up going into any sort of battles or wars.
Yeah, I would like that.
Yeah. Uh, it's
Oh,
strange because I feel like we shouldn't all trust each other, but everyone who's come here from Earth seems like they're pretty decent people.
yeah, I'll be completely honest. I don't really trust anyone right now. I mean, you're the only one I've really talked to in length,
Yeah.
so I don't think you're a bad person, at the
Well,
very
well
least.
thanks.
Um, but yeah, it's better to be open about that fact, I suppose. Because it's important. Though,
Yeah.
if you say you're, going to be practicing stuff with herbs and stuff, I've been collecting a lot of different types of plants and all of them and planting them just in case,
Yeah, no.
research purposes, and if you need anything, just
Well,
come by.
well, thank you. That means a lot. I that was actually the one thing I was a little worried about because if you see, out front, my garden's quite tiny right now. I have like 3 different types of things growing, and that's about it.
Oh, you do know you don't need to um, till the land for that. For those, at
Oh,
least.
I did not know
You can
that.
plant them anywhere.
Well, then I won't till the land from now on. Then.
Yeah, it's only for more, I guess, hardy crops like wheat, uh, carrots.
Huh, I guess that makes sense. I never really gardened at all back on Earth. I'm kind of winging it.
I've sort of been figuring it out.
I kind of am like, okay, you do a thing, you put down the seed, you cover it up, you add water. And that's kind of how
Yeah.
I've been treating
Put
it.
seed in ground,
Seed,
seed, then
ground,
grow.
grow. Yeah.
Grow.
And oh, by the way, the copies of the books you have, you can keep them. I'll take
Oh,
it out of my salary because I feel like we should
you
know
sure?
about the world. Yeah, no, totally.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. And as soon as I can get my hands on that one copy, I'll try to like write down the most important info into my journal and then give you a copy of that too.
Ah, yes, plagiarism. At least we don't have laws like that here yet.
Yeah, true. I could just say, "Hey, I came up with this," and then slap my name on it, and then
Yeah,
it's all
I
mine.
didn't go to Wikipedia.
Yeah, no, I didn't just like
You know
copy the
what
entire thing and then
Wikipedia is.
change like 3 of the words.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, if we could like invent something that's on Earth, we'd make a killing.
Oh my god. Like what?
Like
Give me some ideas.
a smartphone. I mean, that's dreaming
Oh,
big though.
that's yeah. That's kind
Dreaming
of
on a
like
lower scale though,
outside of
like the
our realm
light
so far.
switch, maybe automatic doors, maybe uh I could see possibly a what's something that's really difficult that I want to make easier. Uh um uh, let me see. Oh, maybe like I was thinking of adding in a fireplace to my living room, but I was scared of it being open at all times because I want to have a lot of animals eventually.
Hmm.
So maybe like a
All right.
door that opens like a little like gate to my where the fire is that I can open if I need to like relight it.
Yeah,
Like
I could
that
think
would
about
do
that.
well.
Or, wait,
Ooh.
no. Yeah, or an automatic lighting system.
Yeah, no, that
Though
totally.
I feel like for that to work, we need to find something that would actually stay lit because wood here burns really quickly for some reason. It's kind of hard to
Yeah.
get a secure fireplace. I mean, you can make a campsite, but like the
Like
cute
the
little
little
circle
campfire
thing.
deal,
But
yeah.
yeah, but that one looks weird, and two isn't exactly the most efficient thing. And yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I'm sure
Maybe,
we'll figure out everything.
yeah.
And I mean, hey, with the Redstone, maybe we'll figure out a really cool invention. I mean, when I say we, I mean you, and I can research to help, but that's about it.
Yeah, we can, research together about things.
Yeah,
You
totally.
do the
And
magic, I deal with the technical things.
yeah, I'll be like the healer and magic spells person, and you can be the one who basically makes it where we have things that they didn't even know existed beforehand.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hate putting any pressure on you, though. Don't feel like you have to do anything.
No, it's something I actually kind of want to do. It's kind of the only thing I really think about half of the time that makes me feel, at least a little calm, which is weird.
Maybe it brings some sort of taste of the quote unquote what I would call the real world, but I guess this world is just as real as the other one. I wonder how many worlds there
Yeah.
are. Huh.
Not even sure if I can call whatever I was back at home. That's a weird thing to think about, right?
Yeah, this place feels so like. Oh no. Okay, so I haven't wanted to say this because I know that us coming here has been very traumatic for a lot of us. And I mean, hey, it's traumatic for me too. I need to get back to my sister, and I, we all have lives back home for the most part. And the thing that I've been wanting to kind of talk about and say and voice is the fact that I kind of like it here better now. I still want everyone else to go back home, but if I had the choice to stay and still, had the ability to know my sister was going to be okay, I kind of like who I am here a little more, cuz it feels like I don't know, it feels like I have more of a purpose.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I'm not in terms of trauma and memories and stuff. Don't I don't really mind that you feel that way. Cuz like I mean, as I said, I don't really know what I have back there. It kind of makes being here a bit easier. It's more of the fact that I don't know anything at all.
Yeah.
That makes me scared. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know what I'm missing out on, and that makes me worried. Yeah, but it doesn't make me exactly scared of getting stuck here or anything like that.
Mhm.
It's more of this world itself, but like as you said, it's nice here, and I can totally see why you would want to stay.
Yeah.
It's not at all like an you know irrational thing.
Yeah. It just feels like if I chose to stay, that'd be a little selfish because of my sister.
I mean, I I don't know if I have any connections like that. I mean, at least from an outsider, I wouldn't say it's selfish. It's more of just I mean, you have to live for yourself, not just for others.
Yeah.
I
I wonder
mean,
if
and
we.
sometimes I
Sorry.
was just going to say sometimes that means making selfish decisions and that's not a bad thing. It just means that, you know, you want to look out for yourself for a minute. And that's not a bad
Yeah.
thing. It's just more of until that gets to your head and that leads to people getting hurt. That's when it becomes an issue.
Yeah. And I mean, my my sister is her name's Ruka, and I mean, she's 14.
Ah,
She lives with my mom, but my mom's an asshole. So, I
I see. It is quite the situation to be stuck in right now.
yeah. And I mean, if no time passed at all, I mean, Do we even age? Could I die of old age here and then go back to where I was and pick off like it never even happened? Or is it a matter of if I
I mean,
choose here, I'm stuck here for eternity?
yeah. The weather is really picking up our mood.
Yeah. It's like the goddesses just want to add a little bit of drama into our life.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like they haven't done enough,
Yeah, goddesses.
right?
I kind of want to like challenge them, but at the same time, I feel like they'll smite me.
I mean, they're the one who brought us
Yeah,
here.
you're the
That's
one.
that's that's
You're.
on them.
Is it like a god thing where you just like talk to the air and then they're there, or like, do they have
I don't
physical
know.
manifestations?
I don't know. Something. I don't know. Maybe they're omnipresent. Maybe they aren't. I mean, they seem a bit. They seem to lack a bit of self awareness, and yeah, I'm not scared of them. Honestly, it's just yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I genuinely, I would like to meet them. Ask them why. I have so many questions about why we're here and how it works. And if they know what's going on Earth right now. Because if they know, as long as they know that everything's okay, then I'm fine staying here until we are able to leave. And if I know that I'm not going back to some desolate wasteland because it's like 5,000 years in the future, then I'm okay to go home if I have to, you know?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if it's not a pick and choose, and if me staying makes all of you guys have to stay, I'm going home. Because I want you guys to be able to get home.
So far, I don't care either way, I guess.
Yeah. I know Svana definitely wants to get home. She seems very
Yeah, she
headstrong on
has,
that. She has
yeah,
like a whole
she
career
mentioned.
and like a family and stuff, and I'm just like, I had a 9 to 5 and a sister.
I
So,
don't even know what I had,
yeah, it's
so,
fair, you know. You had a, you were alive. That's what you know. As long as
yeah.
this isn't
It makes you wonder,
heaven.
though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, maybe this is like a simulation.
Oh, but what if we're an experiment? Like
I mean,
how?
technically we are.
I mean, fair.
Technically
What if
speaking.
we're like a government experiment, and like they're trying to see how long we'll last before we go insane?
I mean, I don't really believe in the Illuminati or anything, but that's not that far-fetched.
That's fair. I mean, for all we know, like the goddess race is just like the head leaders of every single place on Earth, and they're all just like looking over us.
Yeah, wait. Aren't they the goddesses of this world? What
Yeah,
if we had a god and we didn't even
yeah,
know
I kind
and
of want to
they
ask
get
them.
angry?
I kind of want to ask them of like, yo, do we have a deity that actually is like real on Earth?
And either way, why'd you bring us here? We don't follow them.
Yeah, and also like from some of the research I've done, like in the goddesses deal, you can tell some of them really like attention, and some of them are also very much favorites of like of the area, and you can tell which kids were the favorite basically when it comes
Wait.
to who's favored by like
Wait.
I've seen more of like I talked to Willard and he says that he mainly worships what's her name? Nemzi, the goddess of summer. So like I'm assuming either based on what area you live in or based on what deity kind of comes to Earth, or not Earth, Historia, more makes them more favorited by the people.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of like how religions on Earth worked, or mythology.
Yeah.
Romsey, Romsey is interesting though, and it makes me wonder
Yeah.
who. brought us here specifically because I just
Yeah.
read this, but she dislikes vampires and humans.
Huh.
Uh oh. Oh, it's one of those. It's freaking out.
Oh,
They don't like
I've
rain.
only seen them like 3 times. I have no clue about them.
So those ones do have a weakness if you want to write this down,
Ooh,
right?
yes, yes, yes.
They don't like fire or water. That's why that one's freaking
Huh.
out. I guess it got stuck in the rain and it kills them basically.
Oh, that's
No, maybe they're the witches of this world.
maybe maybe they melt in the rain.
I guess.
I'm melting, just crying, and then they like slowly die.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little
Yeah,
sad.
you don't want to look at them though. At least not in the eye.
Yeah, they honestly I kind of like I kind of want to dare them. You know, I kind of want to be like, yeah, I'm gonna look at you, and you can't do anything about it. You know.
I mean, you can do that if you're in a smaller space. They don't really know how to bend. I don't think they have knees.
Yeah, I think they're just like kind of like Slenderman. If that makes sense.
Ugh, that
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a weird urban legend
Maybe
for a while.
maybe someone already had come to this world and they saw that and that's what inspired Slenderman.
You know, that's entirely possible. What if
That
there were people before us?
Yeah, that's entirely possible. Like there's no history on it, but there's also no history on us yet, you know?
Wait, the, if that's true, did they fail?
If they
Could
sure
we fail?
they surely
Wait,
wouldn't summon another group after the first one failed, or would they?
I mean, we can't be certain. I mean, how are they certain that we're the ones who can do this? You know?
Yeah.
Eh.
If we
I'm
if
sorry. I'm sorry. Can't
How
help
would
but think
okay?
like that.
The thing is, I mean, if we try and fight the vampires and we like lose the first time, we can't die. Like, what's? Did we just try again? You know, like when does it end if we don't win?
Do we just get stuck here? Like, is this like some sort of like a pact or something that we unwillingly made when we got here? You know, where if we don't actually defeat this, we're just gonna stay here. It always makes me even more upset when I think about it, but we really never had a choice. We don't have a choice in any of this. We're like pawns.
I mean,
I don't like being a
I
pawn.
agree. I'm not gonna argue with you on that, but I will say, I mean, they must have been desperate if they had to call us. You know, it must have been their last resort.
I mean, their last resort should have been stepping up and doing something themselves.
Maybe we'll get a chance to ask them why they didn't. I hope we do, because I genuinely would like to know.
I suppose.
But, anyways,
Not even sure if I'd pick up.
we've been talking for quite a while, and I've been enjoying it by all means. But I think
Yeah,
I need
it's
to
a bit late.
rest and just kind of, after the 2 days we kind of been talking straight, just kind of recuperate and stuff after
Oh wait, it's really been that long?
all the. It looks like it's been about a day and a half, maybe 2 days. I mean, we were talking in the library for like almost an entire day, and now it's almost night again, right?
Yeah, time passes weird here.
Yeah, it feels so fast and yet so slow. I think their weeks work differently.
I think their star works differently.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get
They're
some
constantly
rest.
taking cat naps.
Yeah. I tend to.
No pun intended.
It's okay. I take cat naps as well. But,
Only during the day for me.
yeah, especially if it rains. Oh, I get really sleepy when it rains here.
Yeah.
But have a safe trip home, okay?
I was about to say you too, but you're already home.
I'll have a safe trip upstairs.
Yeah, don't fall like me and Sierra did.
Oh yeah, they added railing, by the way, because of that.
They did?
Yeah, there's railing on the stairwell now.
That's embarrassing.
I think Willard really didn't want anyone else to fall because he either, one, didn't want a lawsuit, or two, actually felt bad, so.
But think about how, wait, think about how old Willard is. You know how long he's probably had that in? Are we the first ones to just fall? That's embarrassing. They had to add it because of us.
We must have been off our game, because, I mean, hey, you probably were getting, like, okay, first of all, Sierra was getting used to her antlers, right? And you were probably getting used to your tail. It's okay. It really does change how your balance works.
Balance.
Yeah. It changes your center of gravity completely.
Yeah, or maybe us being brought into a new place. You know, maybe the gravity here is different a little bit.
I genuinely think it's weaker. Genuinely. And I think that we think we step on stuff when we don't.
Huh. Or you just have lighter feet because you're a cat.
Yeah, that's fair. I might have lost weight on the way over here. Who knows? I could just...
I think we all lost weight because we're basically in the Stone Age.
That's fair. I'm having to do a lot more cardio than I used to.
Yeah, and a lot of fighting and stuff. But
if you ever want to train, by the way, I've learned quite a bit from Nakesy, because she used to take fencing lessons, like, back when she was younger on Earth.
Really? Wasn't she the one who complained about the spa?
Yeah, which there is, to be fair, there is a hot spring that I found. So, I mean, hey, she'll have to just be okay with that.
I mean, if people in Japan can do it, so can she.
Exactly. We'll just say it's exotic, and then she'll be fine with it.
Yeah, it's the exotic culture, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I won't keep you for too long. I'm gonna head back home now.
Okay, see you later. It was nice talking.
Yeah, it was actually a really nice chat.
Yeah. It's been a long day. It was really nice talking to someone about it all, though. And I can keep these in here now. I really need to find another book. Basic Arcana. Let's go ahead and look through. Let's see. Basic Magic. Welcome to the beginner's course in magic. In a well-trained magician's bag of tricks, there are a variety of wonderful tools, spells, potions, and rituals. This humble guide will instruct you on the path of the magician. A path that begins with spellcasting. Spells are a magician's bread and butter. Their first and most useful tool. To get started, you'll need an apprentice wand, okay? Crafted with a stick, gold, and a diamond. And a podium. Okay, so I need a podium, which is crafted of stone type using a stone cutter. Okay. Oh god, I need a podium, and then I need a stick, gold, and a diamond. I did get a diamond from... Yeah, I got a diamond in exchange for the pumpkins. And, okay, I'm really excited to get started and all that. Anyways, let's go ahead and rest. It's been a long day. Thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did not know, there's a series I'm creating called Charmed Academics that is going to be going out sometime within the next couple months. But I've been creating this series for about about like 10 months now. So about a year I've been doing this, and I am super duper excited because I now have the casting call open. So go over to my channel and there will be a like intro video of like what the intro theme song to the show is gonna be, and then at the end there's like a detail of like how to do the casting call, and there's like a link in the description. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this. I guarantee you
Cyan, aka Naoma, is going to be live for quite a bit longer. If she isn't, then I mean, I'm gonna be shocked. But she's been live for like 8 hours the past 3 times she has streamed Fallen Stars. So go over to her channel. I'll go ahead and link it in the chat. Go ahead, and we're just gonna kind of raid her.
Perfect.
Okay. Okay. Go raid her. Give her some love. Okay. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining the stream, and I'll see you guys next time.